welcome. We've made it to Saturday. Please come on in, grab a snack at the concession stand on the way in, grab a drink, some projects. Got some show and tell. We have some sewing. Loki has been patiently waiting. Yeah, do you have your comments? Little man sitting here. I'm afraid Fruver's also. Yes? You guys ready? You think we have to open up the concession stand? You think the time is meow? The time is meow? All right. Yes. I don't know. Pray for Fruver's first. Come on, little man. Okay, we're back. Loki. Okay, all right, hold on. Little man needs one. Ow, Loki. Little man, we're not in the free. Oh, hold on, Loki. Yes, sweet boy. Oh my god, we're so hungry. We need all the snacks. All the snacks. Okay, okay. All right, we got all the snacks. All the snacks. Ah. Did you get enough snackies for your first? Okay. You want one more, little man? Okay. We've had snacks. I have my Genma chai tea. So much stuff. All right, where are we? Hey, Kilroy. Welcome. Quit enabling the addicts. Everybody just needs their concession, their snackies before the show starts. But I took some time at the beginning of the year. Welcome. Finished up. We made this top, and I finished the skirt, and it twirls so. I'm like half out of the shot. Okay, there we are. So I finished there. Oh, so excited. I've got so many things. Where are we? Who are we? What's our name? Welcome to the circus. I'm your host, Phoenix Electra. On Sundays, we sew clothing, garments, costumes, all sorts of fun things. Have a project, have a snack. Put your microphone stand where it's not going to get away. Oh, where was I? Oh, right. I was going to show off. After last week, I finished the aprons. So we have two. This one is the pinafore style. Here's the front. And we're lined. Here's the ties. So this one's fun because I think Mummer's got one this. No, it was just me. I made myself one. So got some matching aprons. And then I did this one with a tie at the back. Or no, tie at the neck. And then tie it around. Also lined. So pleased. I ironed, I pressed, I did good stitching. Now to just pack it up and send it on its merry way. I attempted. Oh, what else? Something else I finished. The pink silk shorts, which are somewhere. So, finished off 3 things so far for the year, plus the 2 aprons. So we're doing pretty good. I did not forget about the zipper monstrosity. I started to sew it and was not very careful, and the zippers were not lined up right. So I unpicked it, spent a lot of time pinning, unpinning, repinning. Currently we're off one zipper in one spot. Finish stitching on pick as we go along. Yeah, so this has took an impressive lot of pins. This is the bottom half, bottom 2/3. Here's the top. No, it goes this way. Here's the underbust section, and then the other two. So that will need to be pinned. Actually, that section is a little less not careful, but I'm sandwiching it in between the two layers of the bias binding. So it was only for zippers, not zippers unexposed, that I needed to pay more attention. So that is prepped and ready to, should we just do that first because it's sitting right here? Sure. And then look at it, because next to me, and that is a much nicer place to unmeasured apprentice. Yes. Oh. Yeah, that Sanderson book really is fun and shameful making. Yes, we were very unmeasured. I did. Hello, welcome, Allie. I hope you're having a good Sunday. I was just running through things that I'd finished, stuff that needs to be finished. Oh yeah, that we'll work on zippers in a little bit. And then I was thinking about the corded stays. And I'd been thinking originally of the Real Pink half bone stays. But then I was looking at the pictures and saw that the shape is more like the riding stays we made, the blue pair and the tan ones. So I took that, which was the Violetta, I've got it right here, from the Urania Black, because when someone told me that their website was not going to be there, so I found all the patterns. Oh, there is a page that has all the directions. Oh, great. The one that's on top. The 1888 gourd riding corset. So I like the shape of that one where it had all the gores. So I've got a mock-up cut out so we can test the fit of it before we think about the final form. So I'm going to need to do fit adjustments. I want to know before we sew all that cording. So I also I took the Ralph Pink for the spot so I can have straps on it. So I use the front and the back, but the rest is the riding corset pattern. So that's cut, except for the gores, because if I cut them out too early before sewing, I will lose them. And I didn't want to do that. And I have some more stuff cut. So I've got a lot of sewing, so we'll see what happens. Cats still think they want snacks. But too late for that. So let me move the camera a little bit. We'll get closer to the recording is exactly killer right, which is why I want to make sure that the fit is. I don't want to have to. I need to do a practice, at least the front, at least half of it, so I know that the fit's right. Because I was thinking also that the top layer I'm going to need to cut wider than the bottom panel to account for all of the space that the cording takes, or else the top is going to be too small. I guess I should do a little. Well, my little practice was going to be the bust gores because they're little. The bust and the hip gores. Practice on them, see how much. That's what I was thinking. Try something little. All right, try and get to somewhere. Cute. Oh no, I'll start. I guess I'm not gonna. All right, Phoenix, where are we? I did do a little extra practice yesterday on our Satan stitch. At the very end, it was starting to get much nicer. Getting better. Still at like a D minus probably in my stitching levels. But what are we gonna do? All right, let's sew some zippers. And I have to remember to be careful. There's that one where it's off. This dress is so nosy. Okay, so where's oh, this is the end. The other thing too is this is so these black zippers in particular are very heavy. You know, I was like, oh, where's the clips? But then I ended up pinning it anyway. I'm just gonna go back and forth. Afterwards, once I know everything's attached appropriately, I'll probably go and reinforce it a little bit. But right now, we're just gonna go back and forth. Maybe where did I put it? I took it off because I was feeding Cat. Just felt like a day for my dragon scale gauntlets. I don't know. I just needed my little cap to wear my little cap bows today. Alright, let's carefully not engage my zipper. Wait, bobbin underfoot. Wow. And I'm just being really careful to pay attention to where the zippers are, or the teeth are. I don't really want to break any needles this early. I need a separate little container for the broken needle bin. Okay. Yeah, it's heavy, so it's a lot for the feed dogs, and little zipper teeth are dangerous. Oops, did I just break the Speaking of broken needles, yeah, so I've got the corded, so I figured that project, the corded course, Steve's corset, whatever we're gonna call it, it's just gonna take a little bit of time, a literal time, and be just some thinking tonight. And I've not forgotten about our winter costume. Oh, we're not threaded the right way. That's not her. Okay. Nice to have them at lots of 100 the way we go through them around here. But I hope everybody said things have been good. It's been cold, but not enough precipitation. Snow up in the mountains. Unfortunately, no fires this far north. Jiminy Christmas. The more I hear about the fire situation down south, the more it just mostly angers me. Oh, I need this outfit for sewing. This almost needs a leather apron because I'm getting poked in the abdomen with pins. Oh, cold and snowy. Oh, that's as it should be. I've heard finally that Lake Erie's starting to freeze over, so hopefully that should help with that terrible pair of four-letter words, lake effect snow. Yeah, it's supposed to be down in the 20s at the nighttime, which is rather chilly. Anybody got any fun projects, or is it just like work and trying to be stressed out? Did I lose my bobbin? Okay. We'll get back to the zippers. It's taking too much concentration, and I can't talk and be a good host and sew zippers right now. So we're gonna finish you with our Here's my bobbin. But I had a good oiling yesterday with all the spots. Hopefully that little squig should be gone again. Oh, Killer, you're sick of all the rumors about the fires. Everyone's looking for a scapegoat in this people. It just happens to be somebody that they don't like. Yeah, there's so many levels of crazy and bad and weird to the whole thing. It just kind of a nightmare. But I found this interesting. This is the did I save the link? The yeah, and the aftermath. What's the insurance? There's so many layers of crazy weirdness to that. So stressful. So should we still the mock up for this? These real quick. That's tough. So I picked on the gore section for the bust, and yep, I am not cutting them out until the very end. Oh, not to mention all of the Johnny on the spots who think they know everything. Right. One day you're an expert in forest fire management, then it's insurance, then it's drones, then yeah. A little crazy. The other good thing is all of the um I have as long as the seams are all on the same side, I don't they're the right and left because everything's the same. There's no materials the same front and back. Like cut stuff double instead of face to face like I would if there was the right side and the wrong side to the fabric. So here's where the eyelets are gonna go, and then the front I cut it on the fold to account for the wooden busk that's gonna be in the center. We should mark where the darts busks need to go though. Yeah, the fires are crazy. Why is that we decided to say that there was no that we were going to fund the recovery 100%, and they're kind of still getting shafted with beyond me. But yes, Killer. Yep, the water infrastructure. Then it's the news crew. Then it's the California state law. Then it's the fire department. Then it's right. Then it's the smelt. Then it's the stuff who people who are yeah, so many layers of bad actors. just using my this to poke holes so then I can take a pen and mark. And just cut the darts on both layers at the same time, which is not best practice, but it's what we're gonna do. Yeah, everything's a mess. And I keep forgetting that LA's supposed to have the Olympics in 3 years. It just adds this other, they're like, huh, how's that gonna happen? Just before I unpin, making sure all my marks transferred through. Yeah, I was kind of joking as my head as another long-term little project thing. So I've got more of that white tool, and oh, let's see your eye. We can't have the wild and concept 10 miles close to heavy. We can't have right. Can't have the wild and concept 10 miles close to heavy polluted areas would help, but won't 100% stop something like that. Right? Yeah, nature's too close. They won't be able to rebuild for the Olympics. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to happen. I did see all these advertisement thing that the city's doing about the LA 15-minute city stuff, and hearing folks say that it's like highly discouraging building of new single family dwellings. And oops. Okay, well, you're not going to call that an oops. We're just going to sew that stuff first. I was thinking I was going to sew the big pieces together, then put in the darts, but let's put in the darts and then we'll sew the big pieces together. Right, all the Olympic facilities are unaffected. It's definitely bring a lot of money to the local economies to help rebuild. Yeah, there will be money to be had. Right, this is the front side hip. Front side bust, hip gore side. Bust, hip gore side. That must be this one. Yeah, I don't know. So many layers of everything being messed up and weird. And it kind of don't like it because I I see similar environment quasi infrastructure that I'm not looking at. I didn't care for it. Okay, so I'm leaving pretty good seam allowances. These corners are a little bit funny, but one more. I guess need to move my pattern piece. Which one works transfer? Because then we'll just unpin. Alright. It's been a while since we've made a mock for a structured undergarment. You can go to the underwear around here, can I? Okay. We're just gonna dash in between where the slash is, like, just in case if I forget. Oh, again. So you can see better. Okay. So just a little faint dash line so I know where to cut later. Oh, there's cats outside. It's so cold in here now with the bed. There's the front panel. Some pins. Somebody's in here on the right way. Oh, that's right, because I have left some allowances. Oh, yeah. These things, we've done these before. This is. Okay, so those other muffins here. Oh, but I messed up to the times because one of them forgot a core. This is going to be the best version, this course that we've done yet. They're just knocking all the stuff out. Because if this works in my head as a joke and as an attempt to do something amusing with Mount Scrapmore, to take the tool and stitch like we've made those other sandwich random scrap art pieces. What if we did a skirt and aerospace? Just because I think it would be funny. I'm just being careful because I would like the right pieces to be laying in the right direction. That's like often this pattern. The fiddly part is just keeping all of the pieces straight because there's not many, but they're all very important. Yeah, so I've got some ideas for the final version fabric, but why does this piece fit so wrong? Not cut the same height. What's going on here? Okay. It's the same. Alright. I'm trying to set this piece in. So we're this way. This is the right side up. So I'm going to flip it so this piece needs to fit this way. Oh, it's funny the way certain sure I start pinning from the seam side. I tried to pin from the inside piece instead of the outside piece. Why should it make a difference? I don't know, but in my head, making sure it sits in the exact same way made a difference. Okay, I'm gonna set all the pieces. Hey, Jess, welcome. Happy Sunday. I hope you have been having a good one. You're practice making a 12 for our corded stays. We're just pinning in. Actually, now. For 2/3 piece. I'm just going to stitch this one down. I'm gonna leave just enough. I can't remember. I forgot how much seam allowance I left for myself. Thread, you're not hardly stitched. How dare you fall apart like that? Oh, that's funny. Ellie, let's see. I did not think that they look like golden koi. I like these. I like these too. The pattern was a knitting kit that I got as a gift. And you added on these beautiful cold metal stays. And yes, this was a fun project. I always thought they were more like dragon scales, but I can see koi. They do, you know, they're so aesthetically pleasing. I don't get to. I don't wear them often enough. I don't know if I'd like those or be distracted by them. Right? They are a little bit heavy because the metal sequins. It does have a little weight to it. So if your hands are feeling heavy or like your wrists are tired, probably not the best. But warm cotton with cold metal into your fingers. They're very tactile and aesthetically pleasing to me. And it was a fun project to work up. I enjoyed it. I have not seen dragon scales yet. Yep. Yeah, they're actually kind of almond shaped with a little convexity in the middle of them with a hole at one end. They're so much fun. Right. Of course, with the dragon scale concepts. Cute. Yeah, right. I got so much stuff on my workbench. I keep just trying to be organized and methodical. Okay, threaded, everything's going. It looks nice. Alright, let's actually. I'm doing terrible at being the sewing show and actually getting some sewing done. I'm trying to make sure I'm only sewing the right side of the right pieces together. This is some, I don't know, random stuff from my stash. My bobbin off. Okay, now we're gonna have to. I've not seen that for real before. Oh, so they are like, yes, the scale mail type armor. What do they use to make? Yes, very much. They do call that scale mail also. Yep, you have seen that for real. Not repro either, right? Yes, I guess technically this would be considered scale mail. Indeed, indeed. All right, what? What is right here? Do they stay on your hands? Who cares the extra weight? I want to slide out. They stay on pretty good. It helps. The inside is a rib stitch, so it has a little bit of elasticity to hold them pretty good. If they got too slippy, I might consider adding a row of elastic to tighten them up a little bit, which over time the cotton might stretch and I might have to do that anyway. And I do enjoy the little bit of that few ounces they add. I enjoy them. If you like weighted blankets and things like that, if you find that soothing, the scale mail gauntlets could be for you. And I think instead of turning this, I'm just going to sew up the other dart where I can see it. Or let's try that again because that cord just wanted to come undone. Well, the amount of time on the toile and all the piece, all the steps you learn of like how not to do it the next time. It's going to be super fun trying to just thinking if I or words. I can't really bad one. Oh, I just love weighted blankets. I got to bed with a 3 minute with a minimum of 3 quilts on me. I know. Yup. I do like a nice weighted. I like the weighted blankies when I'm sleeping. And I've been known to steal all the blankies. Ooh, coffee time for Allie. Ooh, and laundry loads, right? I only had one load this week. It's sitting in the dryer waiting for me to move it to its next destination. Which I'm not doing right now because I'm hanging out with y'all. I saw somebody was trying to be like, people should quit using y'all. I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm not. Sorry, I appropriated if I always lived north of the Mason-Dixon line. I never tried to cart bag. Not me. Okay. Getting these little pieces lined up is so. It seems so straightforward, but it always catches me up every time. Okay, take two. Hip or side. Oh, that I tried to get stuck in the layout for the hip case. That was fun. Sometimes I just like wearing noisy, jingly things too. Oh, you're a New Yorker. It took you a few years, but y'all is part of my everyday vocabulary now. Yes, New York. The state I love to miss being in. I miss people in New York, but I don't necessarily miss New York. If we can turn this over so in the right ways. Oh, let's do. Oh, oh, killer here in Western Pennsylvania. We have yins. That is a new one. You say y'all around here, we know you're pretending to be from around here. Oh, that's funny. I miss that part of the world. I don't miss snow though. Blizzards and cold slush. I know. Somehow I got on that I keep getting the news from Scranton, which I know is around the central and western part of Pennsylvania, but it makes me laugh. Oh, Jess, you grew up 2.5 hours above Albany, so I'm from the country. Right. That's the part where I think of as like real proper New York State upstate is that Lake Placid up north, northern tier. I'm partial to the Finger Lakes region. Okay. Add a little bit more tension because. All right, so I have one gore terribly sewed in because I needed some more tension on the upper thread. To know what it looks like. A little rat's nest, but on this version we can, not ideal, but we'll manage. Oh, cider donuts. We have apple tree orchards and a lot of pear orchards, but they don't make cider around here. Nor do they make good old fashioned cider Amish cider donuts. Very disappointed. Hey ETN! Welcome, welcome. How's your flight simulations going? Happy New Year to everybody. I know I think I saw most people last week or around and around, but yeah, starting off to be a doozy. Exactly where I grew up in the Adirondacks. Yeah, I visited there. I remember New York State geography. I've been camping up there. Oh, yeah, Hillary, I can't think of a single good reason to go to New York. No, not from Pennsylvania to New York. Not really. They're kind of the same. The Corning Museum of Glass over in Corning. That would be something worth. But that's in the middle tier, central Pennsylvania, north in the southern tier. All right, we have our hip cores. No, we can't. The first hip core is stitched. Yeah, I ran out of red, so they're not exactly the same, but it's okay. Now we can cut for, actually, let's cut out our bust cores. Bust core side, bust core front. How do I have an extra? Core side. Somehow I'm missing a hip core piece. Oh, color we have. I right. You have most of the same stuff, but with better laws. True. Not a lot you can get in New York City that you can't get in Philadelphia. Very true. I agree. Would have to be some of like the fancy museums would be the only reason. Oh, I'm glad you're doing good, ETN. Thank you, thank you. Yep, we're finishing old projects, starting new things, a little bit of everything. I am confused about why I have a core piece. I'm gonna have to figure out where that goes. But we need the bust core pieces first. Bust core front. Oh, you made some rice and beans with beef chunks. That sounds. Stop making me hungry. I made pizza on Friday, so I had my last piece earlier. Because I can't sew when I'm hungry, and I am vehemently against eating on stream, and can't have my fingers that dirty while I'm sewing. Okay. Oh, I don't need all that top section. We'll just trim that down a little bit more. Got so much for our skirt tubs. Hey, Fruit, what you doing, girlie? Did you enjoy your time outside? The boys upset you after a while? Oh, Kayla lies. Everyone eats a whole pizza within 24 hours of buying it. See, that's the thing. I didn't buy it. We made it. It was sourdough crust from the Blob. We ate the pizza on Friday. Had some on Saturday, yesterday, and then I had a little bit today. Oh, it's true because I didn't buy it. And it's one of the few pizzas that actually tastes better the next day. It's so good. So big fan. And have to look on the pattern pieces to see where that other core is supposed to be. Unless I set it in on the seam section. Is that where it was supposed to be? That the lines on the pattern I didn't understand. Bust or front. Hey little dude. I need a cat break. Oh, I just bashed your head. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hit your head. Okay, thanks. Thanks for stopping by. Okay. Which side did I draw my marks on? Okay. For front. I'm trying to be very careful. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I get the curves going in the same right appropriate direction. So this piece goes here. I know my brain is like thinking about the scrappy tool version of this. And I think if this mock-up goes well, I'm going to use this as the inner lining and then get a big piece of the tool and ditch all the scraps in. I'm trying to think if I want to reinforce along where the gore shaping is, but first we have to make sure this version fits. If anything, I can see needing to add some to the back, but hopefully I added enough. And I don't want to add too much because I don't. It needs to fit when I'm a few inches smaller as well. Wow, I can't remember. It's been a hot minute since we bought a pizza, either frozen or from the pizza place. Everything just seems too. I was looking at like this Chinese place we used to go to. Oh, the one we went to a couple weeks ago, and having a menu from 10 years ago versus now. I was like, oh, how much prices have changed in 12 years plus. Oh my gosh, I'm super excited. Deb went to the store and brought home jalapeno pickled asparagus spears. I'm really excited about that. Also trying to figure out where to leave those little gore pieces so I don't use them. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to like stretch and move around everything. Just oh, I'm being bitchy. I'm just been so uncomfortable. Grouchy and in pain. I'm not like no good reason. It's not like I've been doing anything I'm supposed to do. Ouch. Maybe I'll take a bath later. Oh, just never heard of those pickled asparagus jalapeno spears. Yeah, there's all sorts of yummy different pickle things. He found them at the grocery store, so I'm not tried them yet. But I'm very excited. But as long as it's not a sweet pickle, I'm not really. I'm a big fan of the pickles. This is not lined up with what's right here. Oh, it's a little funny. Oh, that's squeak. Darn it all. Oh, killer it. I love pickled jalapeno. Oh, you have pickled. Love. Yes. Yes, please. Is it pickle time yet? After we stitch, we'll have pickles. Oh, killer, you like sweet pickles? If I'm just sitting there with the jar, but actually putting them on things, gotta go for dill. I know somebody's gotta love those sweet ones. Oops, and I just tried to throw that tray. There we go. Yeah, I don't care for them, but is the people gotta like the sweet, the gherkins, and the bread and butters need to be liked by somebody. No, it's just I make German pickles and I make them a little bit on the extra spicy side. Ooh, that sounds good. I don't know if I've ever made German pickles before outside of sauerkraut. Then sometimes I will add jalapenos and make it somewhere between sauerkraut and kimchi because pickled cabbages. Oh, good job, Ellie. You made it back. You've got it. You had a coffee water. Oh no, not a coffee water, accent water all over the wall, the floor, cupboard, front, and inside. Oh no, everywhere it could go. So I'm glad the coffee pot made it. Seriously, that does sound like it was a super close call. Oh, close call to getting it broke. Surprised it didn't. Oh, Jess hasn't let a pickle. She didn't like. That's fair. That is not me. I know what I like and what I don't like. Ellie, I'm so glad that you did not have a coffee pot emergency, just the water. That sounds too stressful for a Sunday evening. That's not what. You don't need that. Oh, Ellie, you like the German pickled celery? She shredded celery. I oh, guess I need to. I've not had pickled celeriac, but I do know where I can get celeriac, and I do like that. Yum. Yeah, oh, killer. At least it wasn't like the great coffee accident of 23. I had coffee going. Oh, that's right. Coffee going into the basement through the floorboards. And I still have coffee stained books from that. Yeah, that too was a stressful, near disastrous day. Oh, and two soakers. Oh no. Oh, killer, 3 quarts of coffee all over the floor. That's too much. That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. Yikes. Oh man. I don't even have a base. It would just go through go to the one. That sounds too stressful. I don't like hearing about coffee disasters like that. That's a stress. Right, Ellie? Oh, Hillary, that sounds like an accident. Yeah, that sounds like a disaster area. bust colors stitched. Alright, let's put the next colors in and out. Yeah, get something a little bit funny, kind of a little puckered in here. Right, right. You're lucky it didn't stain all the towels you used to mop it up, right? And like, we don't believe in white towels anymore. We have this is why we only have coffee colored towels in my house. Oh, it's looking on the wrong side of the fabric for the marks. That's why I couldn't find that. Okay, lined up again. Everything's nice and even. Okay, now we need bust core stockade. All right, I think that little piece does go into. The side poster. Hey, Horror, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a great Sunday. Thank you. It was a day for scale mail. I need to do better about wearing things that I have made and have in my collection of stuff. It is kind of chilly in my heels. My heels were just needed some warmth. Yeah, we are doing a mock-up for our coded stays. I was trying to sew zippers and thought it was not going very well. I know, Canada's repping hard today. You too. We got Horror and Haley repping the Canada. How does everybody feel about Trudeau trying to step down? when do you guys get a replacement, and who do you think it's gonna be? Scale mail. Or are you being very coy? That's very funny, Ellie. Yes. I always try to be coy. It's Trudeau. Yes, right. Oh, Trudeau. Finally, but hopefully the replacement is not worse than the current. Oh, sometimes I have some very fish thoughts about Trudeau stepping down. Do you think Trudeau's replacement is going to be better than he is, or is it just going to be the same old disaster? Trudeau! Laura's excited. Hey, William! Creeping in. I hope you're all right down there. Oh, same old disaster. Yeah, that makes sense for her. It's just one horrible thing after another. I want to already calling for a war in Iran. Oh, Jesus. I know, because they're doing their, like, dick waving contest right now, too. Of, like, you haven't paid attention to us in a while, so we're gonna just pretend to bring out all these toys and let everybody know we're still here. Oh, Killer, you could have a lot of fun with his new True Dom, True Dofus, True Dingbot, True Dickhead, True Dumbass. Oh my god. Killer could just write a book of all of the things that we could call him. Ellie says the replacement is the same platform ideals running the country. Oh, gross. Oh, you finally put away your black Christmas tree. I still want that black tree. Or I want him to become a bad memory. Yeah, fair. That seems to would like the perfect idea, but it just sucks to go from one nightmare to the next. Don't want to get too excited, but besides that one piece where I don't know where it goes to, I've gotten all the doors in. Unlike the last time we did this, there was some questionable gore placement. Oh, Killer, his political career started as a wet dream and ended as a bad nightmare, right? Ay, ay, ay. Well, that was funny too, thinking of it, just going all full circle. But I didn't know that Kieran Bass was spent twice a year, would go down to Cuba for that communist organization that I'm going to forget the name of that she was a part of. Or the fact that he became a prime minister is a joke, right? Did he just run on his family name? I'm a teacher and ski instructor. Well, that's what Ukraine's got. One comedic actor, Justin Castro. Exactly. The pictures are a little too uncanny. Like, oh, Justin, I don't think your daddy's your daddy. But then he just felt from both sides. He's like, I'm destined. One daddy, all my daddies are political leaders. So weird. That it sounds like she was kind of friendly with some folks. Hillary, it's the same. I write as Zoolander over in Ukraine. Politicians are just actors now, as well as higher actors. Yup, concur. Yeah, the points of these starts a little bit questionable. All of a sudden, the tips on the wrong side, but oh, both of those tips are on the wrong side. Yeah, that's why those are so hard to sell in. Oh, right, that's why hope in the next politician. Okay, it's good to have hope. I just never know if the replacement's going to be much different. I'm mostly seeing that there's this like, somehow they wanted like Washington, Oregon to become part of Canada. I don't understand. No, you're right. I don't want that either. No. Oh, you have no hope. No, I get it. That makes more sense. Make the new boss seem as the old boss. Yep, Killer. Right? That feels typically the MO. Alright, I'll make sure my gore tips are not on the wrong side. you don't understand the take Greenland, Canada, Mexico stuff. I don't either. I've heard a couple of different takes on it. One of them, ultimate trolling. Two, resources. But three, and the one, especially in regards to the Panama Canal, access to the shipping lanes. And that from Russia and China, I was like, oh, right, it is literally a waste of money and time. It's so true, because we already have military installations on Greenland, so it's not that we don't have anything. And I was also hearing that on Greenland, they rely on Denmark for their law enforcement. There's no native law enforcement on Greenland. It's like $10 million or something. Yeah, I don't think it's a good financial investment, but it would be something if we could retake control over the Panama Canal and close the Darien Gap. That's something that needs to kind of be done. Oh, Ellie, you understand the Greenland, Mexico, Panama, Canada thing, right? I have talked about this before. 2014. Okay, so this is old news. Oh, Kilroy Greenland looks like it wants to become independent from Denmark, but not part of America. Right, yeah, I thought that's what their latest referendum was like. What's the let me press yes. They don't want to be they want to be a free and independent Greenland. Which makes sense, as they should be. We don't need any more territories. We don't need any more America. Manifest destination. Destiny. Manifest destination. We can't take care of the home front, let alone in some ways not that close. Ellie, Denmark invaded Canada from Greenland over this concept as well. An island between us we shared with Denmark. Yeah. Does Canada have an installation on military on Greenland too? Yeah, it's not like we don't have a presence there, and shipping is definitely a thing, but if we manage the Darien Gap, then so much would be managed. These gores, sewing them in is kind of a nightmare. Good thing we're practicing. This is not the final, so I got you done. This one better. There's something about pivoting at the tip, but on the final version, maybe we'll add some cord in there to just reinforce everything. But I don't. Managing the Panama Canal again would help. It's not going to help the issues that have already are good. So, well, let's see here. Horace says off topic, but I bought shampoo for color treated hair by mistake. Can I still use it? Yes. Yes, you can. I don't know if that means your natural color is going to stay longer and it prevents grays. I don't think it's going to help with that. But I think you're going to be okay. Oh, that's so funny, Kilroy. You did the same thing once. I used it just fine. Right? Come to the circus for all your sewing health, beauty, and it's going Those are not healthcare needs, but I just try to use a dry shampoo and some nice oils and conditioners in my hair because it's super dry here. All right, we have. Get to it up where you can see. No. We have our bust corners and our front hip core. Let me consult the pattern and see. That other hip core goes in the seam. Your eyes are getting old and reading labels isn't what it used to be. I empathize. I got to the point, I went to the grocery store last week and I was lamenting not having my reading glasses with me because I couldn't read the labels on packages at the grocery store. I was like, oh shit, I don't like this. It's just where we were. Okay, where's it? I'm pretty sure that other piece gets slotted into the seam. But we'll deal with that last. Let's slot in the back bust gore. Front piece practice done. Mostly I wanted to make sure that the straps were in the right place and felt comfortable. And I don't know yet. And it needs a good press under the. What? Hello? Bot Boost Rumble. Are we getting rated? Thank you, readers. Welcome to the circus shenanigans. Happy Sunday. Thank you. Welcome. I do have a face right now, but sweet. Oh, I'm tickled pink. Welcome to the circus. I'm your host, Phoenix Electra. Today we are sewing stays. We're sewing underwear because we sew a lot of underwear on this channel. Welcome, welcome. Where did I? Awesome. January is starting off just. How's it going? I didn't mark this. I'm just cutting it. Woo-hoo! Sunday fun day at the costume shop. Grab a snack and water from the concession stand. No, we will not sing that. I'm just gonna scare people away. Gore. Yeah. This piece not look. Why does it look too short? I'll just cut it big enough. Alright. I know. Sundays, I always love the show, but then I'm always like, oh, that means tomorrow's Monday, and I have a day job. Sewing is not it yet. Circus is not my day job. Actually, it kind of is, but never mind. Now we're just rambling. I'm just cutting along the pieces so I've got enough room and remembering, oh, you have readers because you're wearing gauntlets. Invaders Unite. Oh, Ellie, that's too good. My lucky gauntlets brought the raiders. I'll just sit here and be coy. Here it was because I thought I had my knickers were on the table. You know what? This piece should have some different shape. I'm gonna be careful. Okay, just do a little quick trimity trim here. Make sure that our piece, this one's basically the same, so we're gonna flip one this way, flip that one the other way, do a quick pin. We're gonna have to consult the pattern real quick to figure out where that other gore piece is supposed to go. So the gore is a little extra piece of fabric that we slip into things as shaping. In this garment, it is in the boobs and in the hips because I do not have a tomboy figure. I am not built like a beanpole. Sometimes I envy those who have that morphology. I'm shaped like a short hourglass. Must have been a pretty wimpy raid for the series. I know. They were. I don't even know who that was. Should we have to boost rumble? I don't know. Let's do a little investigating. Huh. Oh, you know, that's interesting. Did we just get. We just got raided by a scam. I think that was not even like a troll raid. I think it's their station is not. Huh. Somebody built a bot for raids, and they thought to raid us. That's pretty funny. That's kind of wild. Haven't had that happen. Usually our raids have been genuine. From they have been raiding everyone. Yeah, interesting. It looks like somebody's built a raid bot. That's what it appears to my feeble little brain. Funny. Yeah, because they've got no videos and they're. Oh, let me see. Oh, here, should we? I want to give them. But their header is just a link that says boost like subscribers, views, and viewers on stream. For followers. And they've got. Oh, their video page doesn't exist. It just comes up with a 404. About 410, this page does not exist. Huh. Cracker Jacks. I don't get it. I don't really care either. Fear. Or I just looked and it was 3 somebody. I did not make that follow. Funny. So they got a follower in the last 2 minutes. Can we get another follower? I see our numbers are just dropping. The circus is an acquired taste. That's really funny. Maybe their own bot followed themselves and it's one of their own bot channels. They're not real. I don't think they're genuine followers over there. That's a first. Okay, oop, we got this cord in. Maybe they've got something set up that every time we go look at their page, it pretends to give them another follower, even though it's a lie. Really silly. Got a system. Everybody's trying to scam it. All those view bots, like bots, follow bots. Don't they understand I could care less? I show up here for the fun of it. I try to improve my skill, yes, but I start off with it being fun. I'll report it might to ploy to get the boost you would have got in maybe. Oh, there are so many bots. Yeah, oh yes, we will do that. Oh, you know what though? Should we just boot them? We have to enjoy streaming because we certainly ain't doing it for the money. Not yet. That's a dream. I could do it for the money, but yeah. Time. Sure, I liked my own show. There's one. Oh, that's funny. Everybody in Rumble is purple today. Okay, I don't know. That's alright. I'll deal with that later. I will go through 4 years and make about $5 a month. But yeah, it's not there yet. I mean, been streaming for 3 years now. Yeah. Won't even make that much, but that's alright. I'm here for the fun of it. It would be super awesome if it was financially lucrative, but we'll keep plugging away. Maybe one day. I just heard the cat bell going off. Means it's dinner time for the kitties. Yeah, it is for the funsies to start with. Though, what do you? I don't know. It would be nice. I saw that whole like sticker mule thing come down, but I do agree. Somebody was saying it would be nice if you could link to your own website to sell stuff also besides just the sticker mule. I like to. I like this place of knowledge should be not cost things, but I also would like. Oh, you do have a website. Cool. Right, so that you sold merch and stuff on your, or sell your own goods, or like you make a bunch of money off streaming. You gotta be. Oh, it feels like that, Killer. And you gotta keep upping the stakes for that one. It's really good too, but no one goes. Okay, I'll try to. Oh, you want to patch and say I'm gonna do something, but I'm not. I should check it out though. Yeah, all the those that chick who. Ugh, Yeah, the way they have to keep like upping the stakes of what they're doing, because like the last thing just wasn't good enough. You're like, oh, 100 guys, not enough. Next time it's got to be 1,000. Just sounds like an infection waiting to happen. I'm not down for that. No, I don't do that kind of stuff. And I joke, if I'm going to do an only feed, it's going to be sewing machine feed. Be very misleading for folks who are thinking they're getting someone else. She's a one-woman super spreader. There you said, yup. That's the things for taking the words out of my brain, Killer. Right? Yes. That sounds like an event that I am keen to not touch with a 20-foot pole. Not here for it at all. Okay. I think I've got all the gores in except for the one that I don't know where it's supposed to go. There's another hip gore. Actually, I know, I do know. It goes right into that seam, if I remember from the last pattern. I'm just gonna... Oh, you killer, you heard the air in there after the 100th man. I mean, people's eyes sting. Wonder how it... I don't want to know. Ugh. Gross. It's gonna be absolutely disgusting. And that these chicks like that their mom or their parents are like their businessman. That's just gross. That's so gross to me. I don't understand it. You need a black button on Rumble so I can block all the political channels that are copies of one another. Yeah, there. It's like it's at every platform. People just try to like snipe and repost content that's not really theirs. Somehow we're tiny and niche enough that people I haven't run into that problem, but people don't think about Rumble and go, that's where that chick streams sewing content. Not yet, at least. But they're missing out. They should. Have all of my courses just for 5. 3 for 5. Oh, big snorkel in my teacup. Oh, let's see here, horror. I'm libertarian, not Republican, so I don't watch any politics here. Perfect. I don't like any of the parties right now, so I just watch it so I know what my enemies are up to. But yeah, it keeps me out of trouble. And after a few minutes, everything's all the same, so I just stop paying attention. It seems like everybody in every news, they're like, one story pops up, like it was Virgie Tovar and body positive for San Francisco. It's like, oh god, you're a hot mess. Or I have to hear about Lily Tino again. I'm just gonna be over it. That human irritates. It's just annoying. Okay. You know what's on making me grumpy? Oh, and I see the same content with a sewing machine. You do, I do analog, and they miss so much. That one last week had a super void from 1965 to 1889. Oh, that's funny. That oh, silly registered libertarian at this point. I'm like just quitting childish words about it. Yeah, I can't read that you can't find fair. It's true. I know. I noticed on YouTube, I had to be like, no, don't use my content to train your models. I won't consent for you to use my information that way. Mm, I won't train my. Well, how do you? I'm so torn with the AI stuff. I mean, my avatar right now, I did use an AI to create it. It bothers me slightly less than what I'm seeing with CRISPR, which is the gene editing technology. That utterly terrifies me. I think the potential is amazing, but I don't think we're grown up enough to wield that much power. I have that in that just because I can doesn't mean that I think we should. And unfortunately, that's already out of the bag. I don't think there's any going. Yeah, yeah. I don't like it. So, well, next time. All right. That one half this last quarter in front. Uh, wow. All right. You've done pretty good. You've not popped up this project as horribly as we did the last time we wrote it. Really just getting careful something. I shouldn't do everything was fine the first time, but we got all the gores on in the right spot and remembered to sew them. It was kind of the last time. I think there's something wrong with the shoulder straps, but we'll look at picture next time. And it says AI can be useful, but it has limits. Yep, it can't make new music, only build what is there from the past. Same goes for anything else. You got the general programs too that will change. So, yeah, it doesn't have any like any creativity, but if you get into it, I just keep having to like try to get rid of it off my computer. I don't want whatever Microsoft's crazy. People was complaining it was thinking about getting one of the Helix operated, getting a phone that runs Helix, but then I have to be building like that. There's no point if I'm just gonna like open up Instagram or Pinterest or something. I can't have both ways. I'm gonna use terrible programs and apps, and I'll just keep it with the phone I've got. This totally good. I think you like, you can barely hear me. Oh, let me make sure I'm talking into it. Are we plugged in everywhere? Checked all the plugs. Is that any better or worse or the same? I know what I'm listening to let me put my... For some reason, it doesn't like if I'm listening to music in my other ear pod. So I took out no music playing. We'll see if that's any better. If not, then I'll let folks on their merry way for their Sunday evening stuffs. I don't want folks to have a bad night. Oh, horror. Kilroy, the Libertarian parties are especially retarded. Yes, you went Charlie Brown adult. Oh no! Wah, 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 wah. Your audio is excellent now. Okay. Brilliant. Then I will continue sewing. This is the best it has ever been. Funny. Okay. I just am not listening to anything on my Bluetooth, and no weird background noises like you have a diesel generator going. Sweet. Oh, great. I like it when we attempt to create a good experience for folks who take the time to watch this shit show. Let's see here. There's our front. There's the back. Might have made the back a little bit too wide. Yeah, super perfect. Awesome. I appreciate folk when you let me know. I know, I can't. Yep, alright. It's just us now then. Let's see here. Let me not flub up my sewing right at the very end. Got this last gore piece to stitch in. Sew up the other half, and then attempt to pin the shoulder straps on and see how things fit. If everything fits good, then I can cut up for the real fabric. Well, Kilroy. Well, now we know why you've had that diesel generator background noise all this time. The music. I just heard the music on. I'd had Viva and Barnes on. Because it seems like for some reason, if it's talking, it's not as bad. But something about putting on music. Here, my headset, it says, no, we are going to compete the computer audio with the mic audio fights. And I don't want that for y'all. You all... I don't know if I can just see. Alright, are we gonna start the other project I have? What are we gonna work on next? Oh, come on, there's my thread. My threading board. Oh, come on. There we go. Can't see even with my glasses on sometimes. Oh. No, I'm so glad that I put this velour in that skirt and that I wore it today. I was trying to calculate between the art project and the garments, we sold a lot of stuff last year. And then there's just stuff that I still need to finish. I think you might have fit issues. I hope not, but this is mostly the case with everyone, right? I'm preparing for that, but I am hopefully since I've made this pattern before and just made some style changes, I'm hoping it's not a complete disaster, but that's also why we're selling a practice copy. Oh, my first seam in the wrong direction. Pooper scoopers. We made it to the very end, and I have a gore with the pieces in the wrong direction. Okay. But it'll just be the only one. And save the mock-up as a pattern if it's good. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I will not remake it if this fits. It should, though. The only part I'm really worried about is the strap placement. But I took everything from things I'd already liked. Did I miss something? Let's see. I know we're music. Well, now and say yes. Horror, I still like drawing. Drawing killer. Oh. Funny. We're working on the quick sections of long projects. And then I do have a quickie but next to me. First, let's get this last seam on and see. Oh, I should probably put in a back stitch. Her name is Kilroy was here. Aww. So many good things. Yeah, I just needed to forget all the crazy in the world. I'm like, we're just gonna sew today. I've got a list of things I could bitch about. We'll see what happens. But I do have all the pattern pieces because I did trace I do have a paper copy. If everything goes super well, I will also maybe transfer the pieces from the skinny paper to more durable paper. My pattern pieces get so crinkly. Oh, okay. She still doesn't get it. Oh, are you worried about 20% bitch, 80% stitch, right? I think Horror's picking on me. Her name was Kilroy. Do. Now I just want to sing the Coca Cabana song. I must have been adult and missed something. I do get dense sometimes. Or I'm dense, yes. Not enough bitching, but sometimes we can't bitch the whole show. I'm sure I'll find something. Oh my gosh, we've made it to almost 2 hours already. I can pick up the bitch if you want. Sweet. Let me get some safety pins for this shoulder straps, and then I'll change the camera angle, and we'll see how this. We'll see what we've got. Grips. I need safety pins first. I don't want Copacabana. I'm sure I could find something else to bitch about. I was having such a good day. I put nice clothes on, things that we made, cozy things. My heart wasn't feeling like terribly black and like I like my coffee. Black, like my soul. Alright, let me slip this on and we'll change the camera angle. Okay. What do we have going on here? shoulder straps are completely terrible. What is wrong? I don't think the straps are in the right spot. Oh, it started snowing! Yay! I want me a little bit of snow. Oh, horror. Generally, I try not to bitch much, but this is harder than I thought. Yes. I try to save all my bitching up for the Sunday show. Hello, little man. Okay, you know what? Armpit straps. Yeah, series. Yes, that's where they're. Yeah, those. And we're too. I added too much at the back. All right. Kitty wants a pet. Little man, no, Kitty just wants food. Okay, the front is fine. The shoulder straps definitely not. Maybe I'll just make it strapless. Because yeah, they literally. And I made the seams at the back too big. Okay, the top of the stays are a bit low. Yeah, let me. Should we? I'm gonna have to cut the. Or are you adding? I. It's gonna be the corded ones. I don't know yet. Maybe I'll. Never mind. We'll just add some lace to the top, and we'll just like add some extra frill. And the gores right there are terrible. But yeah, the big thing, we're too wide in the back. So I think I overcompensated by adding. I might have added too much length at the side seam. But oh, that's what I was thinking too, was that I was going to fold at least some of it over and then bind it for the lacing strip. But okay. Well, mock-up done. I guess they don't need. I'm gonna have to figure out the strap situation. But we got that done. Should we sew up a pair of pants real fast? Sure. Yeah, and the ones I saw that with the piping, I didn't see oodles of decorations at the top, but we could do that. The Peabody Museum has a wonderful extant example for ideas. So let me just take a screenshot of that. Yeah, because I keep collecting reference photos. But yeah, those straps and. But yes, pants. Okay, we're gonna sew pants or leggings for my unitard. All right, these are gonna. Let me. Okay, not terrible, but I'm glad we made a mock-up because I was like something silly. Let me change out needles because this is a stretchy material, so I am going to use a ballpoint needle. These leggings are just going to have a seam up the inseam, and then the crotch seam. So they're kind of an easy, straightforward, but they're fun because they do have the stick the legs inside each other. And I'm not overcomplicating this because I want it just for day-to-day moving and exercise purposes. So it just needs to be well made and held together. Not going over the top with decorating this one. All right, just slide in the hole. Just get stuck in there. All right, thanks, dude. Okay. Let's find our needle again. Oh, hey, Mario. Let's see here. Horror. I just tried to put my website URL in the sticker mule spot and Rumble told me to fuck off. Oh, no. Hey, Mario. Welcome. Awesome. I love chat. I feel so multicultural. We're so North American here. We've got Canada and Mexico repping today. And a little bit of America. Yeah, we're Team North America around here. Alright. One hummingbird did. So actually I traced the leggings I'm wearing and trace that to paper for our pattern. Let's see here. Oh, killer. This is NAFTA comments section now. Yes. Yup. We're good at being trading partners around here, Mario. If we don't become one giant mega country, at least we need to unify the currencies. No, I really miss Europe having to change money at every country you went to have your lira, your Deutschmark, your pounds, your lira, your lira, all your stuff. I think we lost something by getting rid of country-specific currency. But you need dollars. I want more loonies. Canada's got something up there with the loonies, and I like them. They're aesthetically pleasing to me. Where's my... Okay, so you have one pant leg. For the top. Two pant legs. Yeah, so I just traced it, have my paper pattern. Horror, but we have loonies and but I know you do. I like the loonies and toonies. I think they're funny. Those little Dutch coins were so cute, right? I miss Europe having every country having its own coinage. I think they lost something. Killer, you might be able to make that make sense if we were like Europe and had a bajillion countries, but come on, it's only 3 fair. Allie, the US has a loony type coin, the Susan B. Anthony dollar coin. You have a $2 bill too. We do, but I just like the name of the loonies and toonies better. I've got a $2 bill and but somewhere I might have a... I must have cashed them in when I was little. We used to get silver dollars when we were at my grandparents' house when we lost a tooth. Am I... Okay. Gonna sew the inside seams and then we'll sew them flip from the outside. Mario, can we have the Looney Tunes characters on the bills? Sure. Or you didn't know America had a $2 bill? We do. It's just not very commonly used. And for a while they weren't For a while, I don't know if they were minting new ones, but yeah, it's definitely the bobbin doesn't sound right. Oh, my needle wasn't right either because I just bashed it. That needle didn't last very long. Okay, take two. Oh, do. Oh, Ellie, wow, like $1 for a tooth. Right, yes, I did get a whole silver dollar for a tooth. Mostly the molars, not those little front teeth. Oh, Killer, lots of folks here don't either. People get arrested for using $2 because lots of stores think they're counterfeit. Yeah, that is pretty funny. And it's true. How? Yeah, they think it's not. If it's not a Jefferson, it's not real. But we have real money that they think is fake. And then they try to pass fake money off as real. Oh, darn, I don't like busting my ballpoint needles. I don't have oodles of them. I don't know if I was like completely off in my. I'm also curious if our Joann's is going to be one of the ones going out of business. Why are they gonna? I don't need anything though. I'm not allowed to go to Joann's to look for random things because I'm not. I need to sew like 45 pounds of fabric before I can even think about adding anything else. And then I need to clean out my closet because where do I put all the new clothes that I'm gonna make? No, horror, we don't have pennies now. Everything gets rounded to the nickels. That's. I think I see that, but that only seems to make sense if folks have got credit cards because how do you. I do. Yes. That's true. Originally, I got a new box of 100 Schmetz of the Universals, but I only have so many ballpoint needles. Maybe I should get a box of 100 of them too. What are you thinking, Mario? I don't like having to use credit for everything, but with all the taxes coming, the numbers coming out to weird values, I don't know how they don't have. How can you give up pennies? Just ideas for project. Oh my gosh, my project idea list is way too long, and actually, funny. Let me see if I can just show the. Oh, you know what? Let me see if I can just do this screen share thingy majiggy. Because joking about AI and different things. Let's see here. Close this. Share screen. I don't know how to. Alright, never mind. Cancel. AI created dresses to make, and it's got me thinking, but I've got enough projects. I can't do a Stitch Tracks project yet. Oh, horror, the rounding only happens when using cash. Oh, that's weird. Allie, if there are 100 pennies in $1 and there are no pennies, how much is the dollar really worth, I say? Now, that's a question. Also goes along with, if there's no gold in Fort Knox, where did the gold go? I heard there hasn't been gold at Fort Knox in quite a while. Oh, did I say I was supposed to check the bobbin thread too? Oh, that's right. Here. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's all worthless. I think they're trying to sell us on worthless money with worthless digital currencies just so they can attempt to own us. So I'm glad I've got a fabrics. I don't need to buy clothes. I've got enough. I can make and fix. But food, that's where I'm going to have some problems. I can't grow everything all the time. Okay, that is going a wee bit better. Oh, or the Rockefellers have basements full of it, right? Yep. Yeah. I still go back to stewing over that book, Pawns in the Game, and how so many things are just so old. They're like, nothing is new. It's just that I didn't know that there was a manual about the playbook that was being used. I think I was going to do flat felt something fancy, but I'm just going to like whack in some seams and see how this fabric wears. Because I used the same pattern as this blue top to cut a coordinated one, but I'm going to, instead of doing the full back, do a strip of elastic at the neck and then ties at the low back and have it attached to the pants so I can be able to get it and out. Oh, or we've all become dependent on systems for lots of stuff. Yes, history is repeating and rhyming and indeed. It's kind of a mess. And I just keep waiting. I keep getting this like uncomfortable feeling kind of since that first week in November after a little bit of like, oh, I feel like a reprieve. It's mostly like I feel like there's other shoes waiting to drop and that these like periods of things apparently feeling more calm is just to this like lull into a sense of false security that is not really real. Like something's gonna happen. I don't know where, I don't know when, but don't think we're out of the woods yet. Oh, and Dove went outside and didn't pick the rose hips yet. And he bought rose hips for tea. I was like, we could just go out to the garden and pick them. You don't need to spend $12 on half a pound of rose hips. You know what? I think. Okay, so I got one inside seam done. I'm gonna open it up from the inside, outside, and just do whack in a stitch from the outside just to hold everything and reinforce it, because I think it's going to need it mostly because I can see these pants are going to be laundered frequently and I don't want them to fall apart. So I'm going to just carefully with my thumb from the outside make sure that that seam is laying where it's supposed to. Those are the words we're looking for. We're reinforcing our seams just like Will tells us to. It's so funny, I don't know why I thought that mashing up those two patterns was just like magically going to be perfect, but I'm glad we did it. I'm glad I cut the pieces and tried. So now I know what to fix, because I wouldn't know if we didn't get that far. You have to be more careful on those gores. They're so hard to set in nicely. Probably easier if I did it by hand. We'll figure it out. let's get this unitard sewed. Oops. Okay, I'm just trying to be careful because we started at the open end, but as we move towards the ankle of these pants, it gets a little tight just because it gets more narrow. And I'm surprised I still have. I cut out also a double circle skirt of the same material. I was debating whether I was going to add like a 6-inch ruffle to the end, but I couldn't remember because I think for the quilted costume, I cut 9 yards for the ruffle for a single circle skirt. I just wasn't sure if I wanted to sew upwards of 18 yards of ruffle. I might, because I've got a fair amount of that fabric left. And I think if I do 4 or 6 inches, that it will just add a little length, but not too much. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. The only reason I was thinking about it is because I usually do the rolled hem first, but then I was also thinking of using our what's it called? The gauge for the bias binding cutting gauge. But I need to check to see which little scissors I have are narrow enough to fit into that little slot. Because I think my Big Modern fabric shears are too girthy for that cutting gauge. That's my big stumbling block at the moment for that. All right, we have one leg down. Now, let's just trimity. Let's inspect our work. Nice, flat. Oh, let's see here. Ellie says, if I want to do ruffles and use fabric, combine the circle skirt and a flamenco dress. Yes. That, yeah. Oh, is she? Oh, yeah. Oh, I think the gauge will go on most shears. Okay, brilliant. Yeah, because I was like, doesn't it just. I saw where it just like. You just slip it on the tip and cut. And I was super excited to learn. So it's like the facing, the bias, and then the cording. Okay, yep. I have a leg sewn. It's just going to have that single inseam. Because sometimes you don't need to sew. Your pants don't always need to have 2 seams. Sometimes it's alright to just have one. Oh, and we're beating up the microphone stand again. I know sometimes I call them scissors too, but I know if somebody's very particular, it's like, no, those are sewing shears. Those are not scissors. Oh, Allie, before you say yes to my plan, think of the work I wouldn't want to. I know, I was like, oh, I was going back and forth. I'm like, do I really want to sew all those tiers and layers? I'm like, because I've got the panels for this skirt, and I have a whole bunch of layers. I have I have enough fabric, so it's, and I could make a matching top and still have enough for all of the ruffle at the bottom. It's the question of, do I want to? I haven't just, that's the part that, so I'm, right, it's use up scraps and do a bias binding without any extra ruffles, or are we going to make 18 yards of ruffle for the bottom of the skirt? And I don't know what I feel like yet. I kind of am intrigued to try to use the cutting, the bias gauge, and then our bias attaching foot and just have it a simple bottom. Because then I could make a more wide leg trouser pant with a different top and hat. I've got a whole collection out of this fabric. With most of the bolts, I'm like not thinking in single pieces. I'm like, what do I want to make that's coordinating with all this fabric? Because there's so much that I could make separates or make over things. Oops, can you just drive in the correct direction, please? I don't know. But I know, how many times have we sewn like yards and yards and meters of rolled hems, and sometimes I just like doing that like rinse and repeat work where I don't have to think. I'm like, we're just gonna do rolled hems for 20 meters just for the fun of it. Sometimes it just lets my brain relax, especially like after the snow, in between the snowflakes and filling in for the skirt. My brain is just like, I don't want to think about fancy stitching. I just want a whole bunch of straightforward straight lines. No, when I'd originally planned this Leo project, but we were going to do the velour first. They ended up using just about all of the blue velour in this skirt, so all I have left in a big length is the maroon one. I was like, let's use this other knit fabric first, because then if we like it, I can do it over the top beads and sequins on the velour one, so it's more showy for stage. Allie, you just started singing like Bon Scott in AC/DC. Give me 17 yards of hell. I'm spending my time there. I ain't just sewing alone. Ain't breaking no points, oh no, chain stitch. But I'm stuck at home. I think I completely butchered that. Oh, everybody, chat's the best. I know everybody says their chat's the best, but I have to say, I think our chat's the best. Oh. Country yard, ruffle far in the days of ruffle your. I butchered it too. Okay, well, at least that makes two of us, because I was trying to come up with the chords or the music, and I was like, oh yeah. We worked together. We came up with the best iteration that we could this time around. Well, I really need. Alright, we'll do the top stitch, get these, then we'll get these pants. stomach. You need to stop growling right now. There's no food for the stomach gremlins right now. They're still stitching, please. Besides, I don't even know what the humans are eating again for dinner. Now my brain's I'm gonna have to look at that Peabody collection, Allie, to look at those other stays. Or just to figure out where do I need to move straps. What did I do wrong? It's like, oh, these two patterns fit independently. Of course, if I smash them together, that it should just magically work. But no, it's really not that simple. Even though it would be nice if it was. It's fine. It's all fine. Just needed new clothes to hoop in because I need to get off my butt. I keep thinking, I'm like, oh, I'll stream more, but I'm like, Phoenix, you need some exercise. So like, oh, there's certain numbers, blah, 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 all this stuff. But I just want to feel fit and comfortable in my skin. We're getting closer, but we're not all the way there yet. And the only thing that's going to fix that is me getting up and doing something about it. I like to be cute while I'm doing it. But yeah, so it blah 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 blah. Photographed a couple of the AI generated dresses from Synthtrax's DJ Jesus' stream on Friday. Because sometimes AI comes up with super cute outfits, and one of these days it would be fun to see, can I recreate an AI generated image that's in the hopper, along with, of course I'm not going to be able to show it, Hillary sent me a picture of the kitty Brunhild all dressed up, and now, oh, did I save it? I mean, I saved it, but did I put it in a way that I could share the screen? I don't remember, but I don't know if Freya Frufers wants to get dressed up as Brunhild, and I know Wagner's a little late for the Unixes, but I thought Little Man might tolerate a crown and a little scale mail. So we'll see. Alright, can I... No, can you... I just need to trim you. And then is the hardest part in pants. Setting everything in there, trusting yourself, questioning 50 gajillion times, are these going to turn out the right way, or am I going to have a wrong leg stuck inside of a right leg? And every time I do this, I always question myself. There's my other leg. Alright, so we're going to do what it should be my seams the right side. Okay, there's the crotch, there's the top. Open the pants, they should be all the outsides on the outside and all the insides on the inside. And then, if I recall correctly, I also left... No, I made... No. For this pattern is easy. You just use the same leg and just Yeah, I'm gonna just shove them in. Hey, Freya Froofers! There's one leg. And I'm going to flip them both to the wrong side. So I can stuff the legs inside of each other, or stuff one leg into the other leg. Line up the center seams, or the inseam. I'm going to line up the inseams. That's what we're looking for. Look, Mom, I know English. No, it's one is on the right side and the other's on the wrong side. So we've got wrong side, and we're going to face the right side facing leg into the wrong side facing leg. We don't have any of those funny, weird pocket things. No inseam, outseam, patch pockets, crotch pockets, dime bag pockets. There's no pockets. Okay, I'm gonna start by lining up inner crotch to center crotch. All right. Pin. So then the outsides are all facing out. Who goes in the closet? Ray Purpose, are you in the closet? Did you say that you could be in there? I thought you were already out of the closet. Okay, this is a little bit helpful that the front and the backs of this material look different. So I know once I sew the inseam and pull it out, the outside is on the outside. And I'm looking and double checking in my brain. I'm still like, Phoenix, you're gonna sew it wrong. Even though I'm 99% sure drum crotch pockets are not a good, like, I didn't think so either. That just, why do you pack it in a crotch pocket? Or is that for the folks who want a concealed carry, but they don't want to put it in their pocket, so they just like slide it in the front? And that just seems dangerous. That just doesn't seem right. I don't think no. Okay. Now we will sew crotch seam. Oh my gosh, I know we were going to get some more of the Genma chai, but at the market in town, $33 for a pound of Genma chai tea. And I was looking on Amazon, and I could get a pound for like 13. I was like, okay. So, as much as I don't like the ship theory and ordering tea from Amazon, and I'm going to get some of that Russian Caravan because I really like that smoky flavor. Well, you better trust your safety switches, right? Seriously. You better know where that safety is. And maybe not have one in the chamber. Because, yeah, that sounds... No, well, oh my god, that's funny. Because wasn't there that guy... Some rapper was doing some podcast and he had his piece in his pocket and he was so high that he shot himself in the leg. Oh, Allie, I got some changes in my crotch pocket going jingling-a-ling, right? Yes. Those are my balls of steel. Because this is, can we go flash, golden, flash, golden balls? So I was thinking about doing a terrible juggling act and calling it Flash Golden Balls because my juggling balls are gold. So I've got a set of golden balls in the other room. Except I'm a terrible juggler. Actually, I can only juggle with 2 balls. I'm still in remedial juggling. Maybe I should finish getting that skill. I wonder if it's going to be easier if am I going to figure out juggling faster with hoops or with my balls? I'm guessing hoops. If I can see them easier. Freya Froofers, do you want to come sit with me? Would you like to say hi? No? Okay. See you later, goobers. Yeah. I just like to make jokes about fondling my golden balls. Golden balls. Golden balls. Oh no, that's a different song. Okay, now we can trim this thread, turn this out, and magically have ants all lined up like they're supposed to. 1 leg, 2 legs, and we have pants. This is the easiest way to sew pants. I'm a big fan. If you are just going to do leggings or like loungewear pants, 1 pattern piece, inseam up the middle, do just 1 inseam. You don't need 2 pattern pieces. 1, mirror it, stick the legs in, and now we're going to top stitch. And I've got the top cut. The one part that I haven't completely, yeah, no strange 2-headed toques here. Not today. Maybe that'll be for next week. Oh, now I want to wear more fancy arm jewelry. I want it all. Remember I had the cutest arm toque, circular one, that I got when I was in Toronto. Because it was shorter and less expensive to go see musical theater in Toronto than it was to drive to New York City. Yes, thank you, Allie. Yeah, see, I've got the skirt the same thing. Which is why, do we want... And we're going to have a shirt that's got the raglan sleeve. It's basically going to be this top with a different back styling. We're going to make it a unitard. So we're doing pretty good. Checking off projects off my list. Because I'm going to take the executive order, because I had to do it. I was going to do it in velour, which I still might, which I will. But that'll be a fancy one. And then I can see, not a Torx. Right. Nope. Not today. Yeah, because this way I can try out the pattern, see if there's any flaws. But I know there is. Oh, a toque is a winter weather. Oh, I see. Is that like Anushanka? That's got the fur 2 layers with the ear caps. I hear Tocqueville, I always think of like the armbands and de Tocqueville, which you're not talking about either of those things. I know the Russian one. I've got a pattern for a cat ushanka. I think I could get little man to wear an ushanka. That's the Russian name for those. It's got the buttons and you floop it down over your ears. Oh, not that is an ear flap. Oh, sorry, you were speaking Canadian. It's okay. I know, just because it's English. I've got American English, you got Canadian English. Not that is an ear flap cap. Okay. No, an ear flap cap is called a ushanka. I'll have to look that one up. Now I'm curious. What's I think that's what they mostly call them here too. It's not until I was like reviewing something else that I was like, now I know what the Russian name for that is. Touque. Oh, Tokat. Oh, it's just a. Okay. Yes, I would have just called a toka hat. That is definitely speaking Canadian. Alright, I learned something new. I have many toques then. I just called them knitted caps. Alright, I reviewed and or learned something new today. Brilliant. We're getting a lot of work done. After 2 weeks of quick projects, we might need to spend next week working on that quilted coat, feeling brave cutting out the seams for the top section. Because if I don't finish that project soon, I'm gonna end up tabling it until next winter because I know myself. And also, it always feels, I know that we can get snow and frost into June, but in my head, once it gets to February, it's already spring. Because the flowers are going to start blooming, so I'm not going to want to work on winter project. Alright, and I did leave some room so I can stitch some elastic in the back. I'll do that towards the end after I get the top stitched and attached. Which maybe we'll try to bang that out really quick. And then, oh my gosh, we've been working for almost 3 hours. Wow. Time flies when they're having fun at the circus. I wonder what an American would call a ski-doo suit, an insulated onesie. I think they just call it a scuba suit. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, you're thinking for snowmobiling. That's what that is. Yeah, I was thinking about that, or laughing about, let's see here, front. They don't have oodles of snowmobiling around here. Not like they did on the East Coast, where you used to go through the little tiny towns and have people stopping for their breakfast at the little greasy spoons. Oops. I forget. Just trying to make sure I remember which is the front and sides. Excuse me for the center front panel here. Alright. It doesn't come all the way up. Okay. Sorry, I was getting confused with where all I needed to lay the pieces. So there's certain stuff. Some stuff I'll just pin everything and I remember where all the pieces are supposed to go, but since I'd cut up, I had so many projects prepped for the hopper today that I was like, just keep everything with the label and the pattern piece so that you don't lose what you're doing. This is the front for the little dropped neckline section. Actually, maybe I'll pin these. I'll just pin the front and sides together. Nope, that's the back panel. Those are our sleeves. There's the other piece I needed. Nope, that's a sleeve. Not it. Throwing my microphone around again. I'm being so mean to my mic. What's gonna be? I don't know where the piece is. I'm gonna have to call it a show because I misplaced the piece. I don't know where it is. Alright, so much for that project. I have the piece floating around in my chaos at my studio somewhere, and I don't know where it is right now. And I got to have a little intermission. But thanks everybody who hung out for almost 3 hours with me, hanging out on your Sunday afternoon, evening. Good. I hope we don't traumatize the rest of your week. Everybody, chat's amazing. You guys are the best. I am missing a panel. Yup, it's around here somewhere. Because I know that there's the front, I know it's around here somewhere. Yep. Alright, everybody. Don't wait till tomorrow to be fabulous today. Don't laugh at others unless you've laughed at yourself. Make something awesome. It probably is in the main role. Yes, Allie. Yes, that's where I'm going to look next after I stop by the little clown's room. Have a great rest of your night and enjoy your week. I will be back on Saturday, definitely. We will go back to the Singer instructions for art embroidery and see how we feel shamed by our terrible stitching yet again. All right, awesome. All right, everybody, you be awesome. I'm getting out. You're traumatized that Americans don't know what a toque is. You learned us all, Allie, what a toque is. It's just a knitted winter cap, aka beanie, or something. We all learned, and I will remember. I will include that in my lexicon. Henceforth, knitted beanies are now toques. All right, y'all. You be amazing. I will catch y'all next week. If I make some stuff, it'll probably be on the locals first, and I'll try to use my community page. I'm going to stop dilly-dallying. All right, bye. You are all rock stars.